Namassarvebhyaha Sarvesham Hardam Swagatam. We'll start the class a bit early today with the Prasthana Shlokas. Krishno Rakshadumang Chara Chara Guruhu Krishnan Namasyamyaham Krishnena Marashatravo Vinihataha Krishnaya Tasmai Namaha Krishna Deva Samuddhidam Jagadidam Krishnasya Dasosmyaham Krishne Bhaktirajanjalasto Bhagavan He Krishna Tubhyan Namaha Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraika Panaye Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya Gita Mrtaduhe Namaha Vasudeva Sutan Devam Kamsa Janura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishna Vande Jagat Gurum Sarvesham Punaswagatam. We stopped here at the 22nd sloka. We had started. So Sri Arjuna asked 3 questions to Bhagavan. After Bhagavan explained all about the gunas and all the 3 gunas and how they behave and all that. He asked, Kairlungais 3 guna netan atitu bhavati prabhu. How can I overcome? Or what are the signs of a person who has overcome, who has gone beyond the 3 gunas? How do we recognize him? That is one question. Then kimachara katham chaitan. So what is his behavior? What is his how can others know whether this man has overcome or crossed all the 3 gunas? And how does he rise above the 3 gunas? Yadan 3 gunan ativartate. How katham, how he overcomes. How does he rise above the 3 gunas? This is what the 3 questions he's asking. So Bhagavan is answering those questions. So first he says the indications of the person who has overcome all the 3 gunas, who is beyond these gunas. So Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Prakashancha Pravrittincha Mohamevacha Pandava Nadveshti Sampravrittani Nanivrittani Kankshati. So Bhagavan says, one allows the one who has overcome. He is telling the Lakshana, the man, one who has overcome this thing, he does not hate light, activity, and delusion when they are present. So that is prakasham means light, that is sattva. Pravritti means active action, and moha means delusion. So these 3 gunas are present. He doesn't hate any of them. Even if they are he is going through those gunas, he doesn't hate them, nor does he long after them. He doesn't expect that sattva guna should come. He doesn't expect anything. He is unconcerned. So the one allows gunas to play through. But one allows gunas to play through. So he doesn't bother about it. He is indifferent to rise and fall of each guna. Though he has attained, he has crossed every gunas, still he is subject, because still he is in the in this world. So he is subject to gunas like any other person, but he is indifferent to all of them. Such a person has transcended gunas. So he has gone above gunas. He has gone above all wishes, above all expectations. So instead of holding to one guna and not accepting the arrival of other gunas enables the gunas to control us. Suppose a person who is deeply engaged in sattva gunas, so he pursues the scriptural activity, scriptural injunctions he follows, he attends bhajans, he attends. So he is fully immersed in that. So suppose one day a break comes, he is not able to do that. He is not unhappy. He is still happy. He doesn't, unduly worry that he couldn't attend today. Oh, one day I missed the Gita class. No problem. So it is not that you should attend every day. It is that when something else is important is there, you have to miss the class. So nothing to, you don't miss the class. you are above that. So that's what we say. So he doesn't want to stick on to Sattva-guna. If you want something else comes, he doesn't want to stick on to Sattva-guna. Similarly, a Rajoguna person, no, this is a person, we are talking about a person who is was crossed over. So when Rajoguna comes, so he is fully active. He devotedly, he works on that because he's living in this world, he has to work. So he devotedly works yet. But if work is interesting to him, he does the work with full concentration. But if it's not appeals to him, he doesn't want to work. Just not. He's easily happy. If he's not working, also he's happy. If he's working, he works with the full heart. So he is not at all concerned with the gunas. So, and also similarly, tamas. Tamo guna person will always be interested to be in lethargic and sleep. That's most welcome to him. He wants to stick on to that guna. He is very much annoyed if his sleep is disturbed. But a person who has crossed all gunas, he is unperturbed. Even if he is sleeping, he is equally okay with the wakeful state as well as in sleeping state. So equally, he doesn't differentiate between them. He is above all those things. So here, Bhagavan is considering, or the illustration is, suppose there is a mirror. The mirror is like a Brahmajnani. Whenever an object is brought in front of it, the mirror will reflect it. But when the object is taken away, the mirror doesn't show anything. So the Brahmajnani is just like a mirror. If any guna comes, it is there in that. When the guna goes, he is still there like that. His position is same. He is not moved by any of the gunas. But still he works with he is in the guna, but he is not affected by that. So this is the indication of a person who has crossed all the three gunas. We can see persons of this kind in our own day-to-day activities. Will be able to see such persons. Perhaps some of you will also be like that. Okay, we'll continue.
Sapna Bhagini.
Shri Bhagavan prakashancha pravrittincha.
Shri Bhagavan prakashancha pravrittincha. Shri Bhagavan prakashancha pravrittincha.
Mohameva cha Pandava.
Mohameva cha Pandava. Mohameva cha Pandava.
Nadveshti sampravrittani.
Natveshti sampravrittani. Natveshti sampravrittani.
Nanivrittani kankshati.
Nanivrittani kankshati. Nanivrittani kankshati.
Uttam.
Malini Bhagini.
Shri Bhagavan prakashancha pravrittincha.
Shri Bhagavan prakashancha pravrittincha. Prakashancha pravrittincha.
There's a dittam here. Prakashancha pravrittincha.
Prakashancha pravrittincha.
Mohameva.
Prakashancha pravrittincha.
Mohameva cha Pandava.
Mohameva cha Pandava. Mohameva cha Pandava.
Nadveshti sampravrittani.
Nadveshti sampravrittani. Nadveshti sampravrittani.
Nanivrittani kankshati.
Nanivrittani kankshati. Nanivrittani kankshati.
Uttam.
Thank you.
Rema Shriram Bhagini.
Shri Bhagavan prakashancha pravrittincha. Mohameva cha Pandava.
Shri Bhagavan prakashancha pravrittincha. Mohameva cha Pandava. श्रीभगवानुवाच प्रकाशं च प्रवृत्तिं च मोहमेव च पाण्डव.
Here there is a ditvam there. I have marked here, see, darkened here. Prakashancha pravrittincha.
प्रकाशं च प्रवृत्तिं च.
Because a Harswa letter is followed by a Samyukta Akshara. P and R and A are there in this. That's why it's a Samyukta Akshara.
Okay.
That's why we are chanting like that.
Yeah. Right, sir.
Okay.
प्रकाशं च प्रवृत्तिं च
Yeah.
मोहमेव च पाण्डव.
Similarly here, Nadveshti sampravrittani nivrittani kankshati.
न द्वेष्टि सम्प्रवृत्तानि न निवृत्तानि काङ्क्षति. न द्वेष्टि सम्प्रवृत्तानि न निवृत्तानि काङ्क्षति.
Bholap Mahodaya.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha prakashancha pravrittincha mohamevacha pandava.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha prakashancha pravrittincha mohameva cha pandava. Shri Bhagavanuvacha prakashancha pravrittincha mohameva cha pandava.
Nadveshti sampravrittani na nivrittani kankshati.
Natveshti sampravrittani na nivrittani kankshati. Natveshti sampravrittani na nivrittani kankshati.
Uttam.
Dhanyavad sir.
Padma Jagan Bhagini.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha prakashancha pravrittincha mohamevacha pandava. Nadveshti sampravrittani na nivrittani kankshati.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha Prakashancha Pravrittincha Mohameva cha Pandava Natveshti Sampravrittani Nanivrittani Kankshati. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Prakashancha Pravrittincha Mohameva cha Pandava Natveshti Sampravrittani Nanivrittani Kankshati.
Raghunath Mahodaya.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha Prakashancha Pravrittincha Mohameva cha Pandava Nadveshti Sampravrittani Nanivrittani Kankshati.
Here this ditvam, don't forget this. These two ditwams are there. Please include that also.
Which one, sir?
This pravrittani. Nadveshti pravritti.
Yes, sir. Shall I read once again, sir?
Yes.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha Prakashancha Pravrittincha Mohameva cha Pandava Nadveshti Sampravrittani Nanivrittani Kankshati.
Uttam. So Bhagavan has given the answer for the first question. That is the indications of a person who has crossed the influence, who has no influence of these gunas, because he doesn't want to stick on to one guna. Is the bad or this? He is unperturbed in any of these gunas, and he doesn't long for any guna also. That is the indication of a person who has crossed this thing. Now Bhagavan is giving the next question. What is the character of such a gunatita? Those cross the gunas. So he's giving Udasina vadasinaha gunaryona vichalyate guna vartanta ityeva yovatisthati nengate. So he who's sitting like one unconcerned, udasinaha, he is sitting unconcerned, is moved not by the gunas. He is not at all moved by the gunas. Gunaryona vichalyate. He is not moved by the gunas. Who knowing guna vartanta ityeva, knowing that the gunas are operating. He knows that the tamo guna is operating, the rajo guna is operating, the guna is operating. He knows it. He knows everything, and but he is firm. Yova tishtati nengade, and moves not. He is sitting firm. He is a brahmajnani. He is sitting in his own self, and he doesn't move. But he knows that such gunas are operating. And he is not at all moved by the movement of these gunas. So he lives life with ease and grace. He has great deal of detachment towards the world. He is seated in his own self, unshakable, fully aware the world, including one's body, is a play of the three gunas. Is the play of the three gunas, everything. So when mind is agitated, he will not crave for peaceful state. He will accept that as part and parcel of life. He will simply wait for the this thing. He will simply watch the mental states and see the gunas in operation. The I within him is firmly seated and detachment to the play of the gunas. The gunas will move, but the I in him will not move. So that is the characteristic of a gunatita. That is was crossed this thing. He will be unperturbed. What happens? So we'll continue.
Vinoda Bhagini.
Udasinavadasinaham.
उदासीनवदासीनः उदासीनवदासीनः
Gunaryo na vichalyate.
गुणैर्यो न विचाल्यते गुणैर्यो न विचाल्यते
Guna vartanta ityeva.
गुणा वर्तन्त इत्येव गुणा वर्तन्त इत्येव
Yovatishthati nengate.
योऽवतिष्ठति नेङ्गते योऽवतिष्ठति नेङ्गते
Anita Bhagini.
Udasinavadasinaham.
Hare Krishna, Pranam. Udasinavadasinaha, Udasinavadasinaha,
Gunaryo na vichalyate.
Gunayena vichalyate, Gunayona vichalyate,
Guna vartanta ityeva.
Guna vartante ityevam, Guna vartanta ityevam,
Yovatishthati nengate.
Yovatishthati negate, Yovatishthati negate,
Uttam.
Udasinavadasinaha, Gunayona vichalyate, Gunavartanta ityevam, Yovatishthati negate.
Uttam.
Hare Krishna,
Dhanyavad.
Anasuya Bhagini.
Udasinavadasinaham. Gunaryo na vichalyate.
उदासीनवदासीनः गुणैर्यो न विचाल्यते उदासीनवदासीनः गुणैर्यो न विचाल्यते
Guna vartanta ityeva. Yovatishthati nengate.
गुणा वर्तन्त इत्येव योऽवतिष्ठति नेङ्गते गुणा वर्तन्त इत्येव योऽवतिष्ठति नेङ्गते
Tishtati. That is Mahaprabhu.
योऽवतिष्ठति नेङ्गते
Uttam. Well said.
Padma Vishwanathan Bhagini.
Udasinavadasinaham. Gunaryo na vichalyate.
उदासीनवदासीनः गुणैर्यो न विचाल्यते उदासीनवदासीनः गुणैर्यो न विचाल्यते
Guna vartanta ityeva. Yovatishthati nengate.
गुणावर्तन्त इत्येव योऽवतिष्ठति नेङ्गते गुणावर्तन्त इत्येव योऽवतिष्ठति नेङ्गते
हेमा भगिनी
उदासीनवदासीनः गुणर्यो न विचाल्यते गुणावर्तन्त इत्येव योऽवतिष्ठति नेङ्गते.
उदासीनवदासीनः गुणैर्यो न विचाल्यते गुणावर्तन्त इत्येव योऽवतिष्ठति नेङ्गते.
उत्तमं.
मीनाक्षी भगिनी
उदासीनवदासीनः गुणर्यो न विचाल्यते गुणावर्तन्त इत्येव योऽवतिष्ठति नेङ्गते.
उत्तमं. गच्छन्तु. Go to the theme. समदुःखसुखस्वस्थः समलोष्टाश्मकाञ्चनः तुल्यप्रिया प्रियो धीरः तुल्यनिन्दात्मसंस्तुतिः. So here Bhagavan says dukkha. This is dukkha should be heard. Dukkha sukha swastaha. Is visarga followed by sakara. Sukha swastaha. So here Bhagavan says balanced in pleasure and pain. Dukkha sukham samam. Sukha suma dukkha sukha. Balanced in pleasure and pain. Self-abating. Swastaha. He is established in himself. He's not moved by anything. He's established himself. Samaloštashma kanchanaga. You have come across this before. He considers, he regards a lump of earth and also a stone and also gold, similar, the same way. He regards all of them in the same manner. A lump of earth, a stone and a gold piece. He considers all of them, regards them in the same way. And tulya priya priyodhiraha. The same, tulyaha, priya priyo, agreeable and disagreeable. He is tulyam, he is equal. Same, agreeable, disagreeable. Firm, dhiraha, firm. And tulya ninda tinyatma samstutihi. And same in censure and praise. Somebody censures him, scolds him, same, and somebody praises him, is same. Tulyam is equal. So this is the what Bhagavan says. These are the characteristics or the behaviors of people who have crossed the gunas. Gunatitaha. We call them gunatitaha. So the gunas have assumed the form of the human body, and the same gunas have assumed the forms of various objects. So all these forms interact with one another. The Atman is no party to those interactions. The knower of the Atman remains in Atman, unconcerned with the workings of the gunas. Gunas will work their own, do their own work, but the Atman is unconcerned. So this is also one of the, this is tulya priya priyo priyaha dhiraha tulya nindatma somstutihi samaloštashma kanchanaha. These are all characteristics of a person who has crossed the gunas, who is gunatitaha. We'll continue.
Padma Jagan Bhagini.
Kama dukkha sukha swasthaha.
Padma Jagan Bhagini. Lakshmi Kiran Bhagini.
समदुःख सुख स्वस्थः समदुःख सुख स्वस्थः
Samaloštashma kanchanaha.
समलोष्टाश्म काञ्चनः समलोष्टाश्म काञ्चनः
Tulya priya priyo dhiraha.
तुल्य प्रिया प्रियो धीरः तुल्य प्रिया प्रियो धीरः
Tulya nindatma samstutihi.
तुल्य निन्दात्म संस्तुतिः तुल्य निन्दात्म संस्तुतिः.
Uttam.
Devi Chitra Bhagini.
Kama dukkha sukha swasthaha.
Samadukha sukha swastha. Samadukha sukha swastha.
Samaloštāśma kāñcanah.
Samaloštāśma kāñcanah. Samaloštāśma kāñcanah.
Tulya priya priyo dhīrah.
Tulya priya priyo dhīrah. Tulya priya priyo dhīrah.
Tulya nindatma samstutihi.
Tulya nindatma samstudihi. Tulya nindatma samstudihi.
Vinoda Bhagini.
Samadukha sukha swastha. Samaloštāśma kāñcanah.
Samadukha sukha swastha samaloštāśma kāñcanah. Samadukha sukha swastha samaloštāśma kāñcanah.
Tulya priya priyo dhīrah. Tulya nindatma samstutihi.
Tulya priya priyo dhīrah. Tulya nindatma samstutihi. Tulya priya priyo dhīrah. Tulya nindatma samstutihi.
Uttam.
Malini Bhagini.
Samadukha sukha swastha. Samaloštāśma kāñcanah.
Samadukha sukha swastha. Samaloštāśma kāñcanah. Samadukha sukha swastha. Samaloštāśma kāñcanah.
Tulya priya priyo dhīrah. Tulya nindatma samstutihi.
Tulya priya priyo dhīrah. Tulya nindatma samstuti. Tulya priya priyo dhīrah. Tulya nindatma samstuti. Samstutihi. Samstutihi.
Uttam.
Ilavarasi Bhagini.
Samadukha sukha swastha. Samaloštāśma kāñcanah. Tulya priya priyo dhīrah. Tulya nindatma samstutihi.
Samadukha sukha svastha. Samaloštāśma kāñcanah. Tulya priya priyo dhīrah. Tulya nindatma samstutihi.
Tulya nindatma samstutihi.
Tulya nindatma samstutihi.
Once again, ma'am.
Okay. Samadukha sukha swastha. Samaloštāśma kāñcanah. Tulya priya priyo dhīrah. Tulya nindatma samstutihi.
Uttam.
Lakshmi H.S. Bhagini.
Samadukha sukha swastha. Samaloštāśma kāñcanah. Tulya priya priyo dhīrah. Tulya nindatma samstutihi.
Uttam. Here, tulya priya. Here also there will be tulya. There also the dittam, like tulya priya. There is here also will come. Tulya priya here won't come. Here it will come. Tulya priya priyo dhīrah.
Tulya priya priyo dhīrah.
Okay, Uttam. We'll chant. One second, one more.
Sapna Bhagini.
Samadukha sukha swastha. Samaloštāśma kāñcanah. Tulya priya priyo dhīrah. Tulya nindatma samstutihi.
Uttam. Well chanted.
Dhanyavad.
Next, same, he is now telling the characteristics of a person, gunatitaha. He is telling, mana pamanayos tulyaha, tulyo mitrari pakshayo, sarvarambha parityagi gunatita sa uchyate. So gunatitaha. So who is gunatita? All these three slokas. Manapamanios tulyaha. He is honor and dishonor same to him. Tulyo mitrari pakshayoho. Same with friendship as well as enemies. He is equal to them. Tulyaha. And dualities such as this, manam, apamanam, they are dualities. And mitram, shatru, all are dualities. These exist for a person who is bound by the gunas, and for him who is ignorant. Only for him, these are binding things. But man, because of the persistence of the jivahood, that means he is still living. He is still living in this world. So engaging oneself in personal undertakings becomes possible. Sarvarambha parityagi. But he doesn't take ownership of those undertakings. He works, he undertakes works, but he doesn't consider that he is the doer or he is the this thing. He does work. Sarvarambha parityagi. Gunatita sa urchate. So but these limitations are not for him, was gone beyond the three gunas. So gunadidasa uchide was gone beyond these gunas. These things are not at all applicable to him. These limitations, sarva arambha parityagi. Because he is living in this world, he has to undertake some work or the other. But gunatitaha is not, these are not limitations for the gunatitaha. So this is the things that is, these last three slokas we've been telling about this. Samaloštashma ganjanaha, and the first sloka we saw that samadukha sukha swasthaha. All these are udasina vadasinaha. These three are the slokas in which Bhagavan says what are the characteristics or the behaviors of people who have become crossed the three gunas. Gunatita. We'll continue.
Rema Shriram Bhagini.
Manapamanayostulyaham.
Manapamanayostulyah. Manapamanayostulyah.
Tulyo mitrari pakshayoh.
Tulyo mitrari pakshayoh. Tulyo mitrari pakshayoh.
Sarvarambha parityagi.
Sarvarambha parityagi. Sarvarambha parityagi.
Gunatita sa uchyate.
Gunatita sa uchyate. Gunatita sa uchyate.
Uttam.
Anita Bhagini.
Manapamanayostulyaham.
Manapamanayostulyah. Manapamanayostulyah.
Tulyo mitrari pakshayoh.
Tulyo mitraripeksaraho. Tulyo mitraripakshayoho.
Pakshayoh.
Yakshayoho.
Sarvarambha parityagi.
Samarambha parityagi. Samarambha parityagi.
Gunatita sa uchyate.
Gunatita sa uchyate. Gunatita sa uchyate.
Uttam.
Manapamanayostulyah. Tulyo mitraripekshaha. Samarambha parityagi. Gunatitah sa uchyate.
Uttam.
Hare Krishna.
Devi Chitra Bhagini.
Manapamanayostulyaham. Tulyo mitrari pakshayoh.
Devi Chitra Bhagini. Padma Vishwanathan Bhagini.
Manapamanayostulyah तुल्यो मित्रारिपक्षयोः मानापमानयोस्तुल्यः तुल्यो मित्रारिपक्षयोः
सर्वारंभ परित्यागी गुणातीतः स उच्यते
सर्वारंभ परित्यागी गुणातीतः स उच्यते सर्वारंभ परित्यागी गुणातीतः स उच्यते
उत्तम
पद्माजगन् भगिनी
मानापमानयोस्तुल्यः तुल्यो मित्रारिपक्षयोः
मानापमानयोस्तुल्यः तुल्यो मित्रारिपक्षयोः मानापमानयोस्तुल्यः तुल्यो मित्रारिपक्षयोः
सर्वारंभ परित्यागी गुणातीतः स उच्यते
सर्वारंभ परित्यागी गुणातीतः स उच्यते सर्वारंभ परित्यागी गुणातीतः स उच्यते
उत्तम
भोलक महोदय
मानापमानयोस्तुल्यः तुल्यो मित्रारिपक्षयोः सर्वारंभ परित्यागी गुणातीतः स उच्यते
मानापमानयोस्तुल्यः तुल्यो मित्रारिपक्षयोः सर्वारंभ परित्यागी गुणातीतः स उच्यते।
उत्तम
धन्यवाद।
सपना भगिनी
मानापमानयोस्तुल्यः तुल्यो मित्रारिपक्षयोः सर्वारंभ परित्यागी गुणातीतः स उच्यते।
उत्तम
धन्यवाद।
अनसूया भगिनी
मानापमानयोस्तुल्यः तुल्यो मित्रारिपक्षयोः मानापमानयोस्तुल्यः तुल्यो मित्रारिपक्षयोः सर्वारंभ परित्यागी गुणातीतः स उच्यते सर्वारंभ परित्यागी गुणातीतः स उच्यते।
धन्यवाद. We'll continue. So Bhagavan has described the second question he has answered in the last 3 slokas. He has answered that is what is the behavior, what is the conduct of a person, gunatitas, what is the conduct. So now he says the last question, that is how we can overcome this. How does he rise above the gunas? How does he rise above the 3 gunas? So this is what Bhagavan says here. Manchayo vyapicharena manchayo vyapicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatityaitan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. So Bhagavan says, he who serves me, the sevate, avyapicharena, that is unswerving bhakti yogena, unswerving devotion, and he is going to go beyond the gunas. Sagunan samatityaitan. He will overcome all the 3 gunas and he is fit to become Brahman. He is fit to merge himself into Brahman. This is the one for the last question is the answer. So extreme devotion flows in the heart of the devotee who has made himself over to the Lord, and he has nothing but the Lord to recognize both within and without. Within and without, he sees only the Lord. This intense fervor ends with his becoming Brahman. So as light, darkness disappears, when light comes, the 3 gunas disappear when the dawn of the Brahmajnana takes place. So Brahmajnana will take place and he will become, because is Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga, you attain Saguna Brahman, and from there you can move on to Nirguna Brahman. But we have cleared of all the gunas and you can attain Saguna Brahman, and then from there you can get the Nirguna Brahman. So this is what Bhagavan says. This is the way to get over this gunas. How can we get over this gunas? So we'll continue.
Meenakshi Bhagini.
Manchayo vyapicharena.
Manchayo vyabhicharena. Manchayo vyabhicharena.
Bhakti yogena sevate.
Bhakti yogena sevate. Bhakti yogena sevate.
Sagunan samatityaitan.
Sagunan samatityaitan. Sagunan samatityaitan.
Brahma bhuyaya kalpate.
Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Brahma bhuyaya kalpate.
Uttam.
Ilavarasi Bhagini.
Manchayo vyapicharena.
Malini Bhagini.
Oh.
Manchayo vyapicharena.
Manchayo vyabhicharena. Manchayo vyabhicharena.
Bhakti yogena sevate.
Bhakti yogena sevate. Bhakti yogena sevate.
Sagunan samatityaitan.
Sagunan samatithaitan. Sagunan samatithaitan.
Tyaitan. Samatityaitan.
Sagunan samatithaitan.
Tyaitan. Tya is there. Ya is there. Samatityaitan.
Sagunan samatithaitan.
Brahma bhuyaya kalpate.
Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Brahma bhuyaya kalpate.
Uttam.
Thank you.
Padma Vishwanathan Bhagini.
Manchayo vyapicharena. Bhakti yogena sevate.
Manchayo vyabhicharena. Bhakti yogena sevate. Manchayo vyabhicharena. Bhakti yogena sevate.
Sagunan samatityaitan. Brahma bhuyaya kalpate.
Sagunan samatityaitan. Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Sagunan samatityaitan. Brahma bhuyaya kalpate.
Uttam.
Padma Jagan Bhagini.
Manchayo vyapicharena. Bhakti yogena sevate.
Manchayo vyapicharena. Bhakti yogena sevate. Manchayo vyapicharena. Bhakti yogena sevate.
Sagunan samatityaitan. Brahma bhuyaya kalpate.
Sagunan samatityaitan. Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Sagunan samatityaitan. Brahma bhuyaya kalpate.
Uttam.
Bholak Mahodaya.
Manchayo vyapicharena. Bhakti yogena sevate. Sagunan samatityaitan. Brahma bhuyaya kalpate.
Lakshmi Kiran Bhagini.
Manchayo vyabhicharena. Bhakti yogena sevate. Manchayo vyabhicharena. Bhakti yogena sevate.
Sagunan samatityaitan. Brahma bhuyaya kalpate.
सगुणान् समतीत्यैतान् ब्रह्मभूयाय कल्पते सगुणान् समतीत्यैतान् ब्रह्मभूयाय कल्पते
उत्तम
हेमा भगिनी
माञ्चयो व्यभिचारेण भक्ति योगेन सेवते सगुणान् समतीत्यैतान् ब्रह्म भूयाय कल्पते
माञ्चयो व्यभिचारेण भक्तियोगेन सेवते सगुणान् समतीत्यैतान् ब्रह्म भूयाय कल्पते
उत्तम
लक्ष्मी HS भगिनी
माञ्चयो व्यभिचारेण भक्तियोगेन सेवते सगुणान् समतीत्यैतान् ब्रह्म भूयाय कल्पते
उत्तम we'll go to next book. So is bhakti the only means to go beyond the gunas? Is bhakti the only means? So Bhagavan is, it is illustrating here. Brahmano hi pratisthaham amritasya vyayasya cha shashvatasya cha dharmasya sukhasya ikantikasya cha. So there are many ways to go beyond the gunas. So I am the abode of Brahman. Brahmano hi pratisthaham. There's a dittam here. Brahmano hi pratisthaham. Aham, I am the abode or the seat of Brahman, the immortal, Amritam, Amritasya. Amritasya is immortality, and Avyayasya, that is the immutable, and Shashvatam, eternal, and Dharmasya, and absolute, so absolute bliss, Sukasya ikantikasya cha. So Bhagavan says, all the four yogas can be unified here. So here, bhakti and the attainment of the Saguna Brahman through it have been explained in the previous stanza. In the previous stanza, Bhagavan told that you have to be constantly seeing only Bhagavan inside yourself and outside yourself, constantly, unswervingly devoted to Bhagavan. That's a bhakti yoga. So then therefore you attain the Saguna Brahman, and from there you can go to the Nirguna Brahman. The immortal and the immutable Brahman, that is Amritasya Avyayasya, or the Nirguna Brahman is reached by Jnana Yoga. Amritasya Avyayasya, the previous one was by attained by Bhakti Yoga, and now this Amritasya, and that is the immortal and the immutable Avyayasya Brahman, or the Nirguna Brahman, is reached by Jnana Yoga. And by serving the Lord through Karma Yoga, the eternal Dharma or the Sanatana Dharma is made one's own. Shashvatasya cha dharmasya. The eternal Dharma or the Sanatana Dharma is made one's own. The practice of Raja Yoga, that is Raja Yoga, is the yoga propounded by Patanjali Maharaj, Patanjali Maharshi. That is the Ashtanga Paddhati is there. That is the asanas and meditations, etc. The Raj Yoga culminates in the creation of Amrita Dhara. That is when you do this 8 Ashtanga, this of Patanjali Maharshi, you will get the Amrita Dhara, Sukasya Ikantika. That is eternal divine nectar or the absolute bliss, which is another name for Brahman. So Brahman can be reached in many ways. By the Bhakti Yoga, by the Jnana Yoga, that is the Amritasya, Shashvatasya Dharmasya, that is by Karma Yoga, and also absolute bliss by following the Raja Yoga. So thus all 4 yogas are paths by pursuing which the sadhaka or devotee gets beyond the 3 gunas. The right course is to adopt all these 4 yogas simultaneously. Not to pursue just one course, pursue all the courses. all the paths, all the karma yoga, jnana yoga, bhakti yoga, as well as the raja yoga. He who does so, he will come across or go over the gunas and gets into Brahman, who is supremely beyond them. So he will get into Brahman by traversing, by following these four paths. As a bhakti yoga, this jnana yoga, karma yoga, as well as raja yoga. You can follow all the four and cross over or get over, overcome the gunas and reach the Brahma stage. This is what Bhagavan says here. In this, we'll continue.
Raghunath Mahodaya.
Brahmano hi pradisthaham.
Brahmano hi pratisthaham. Brahmano hi pratisthaham.
Amritasya vyayasya cha.
Amritasya vyayasya cha. Amritasya vyayasya cha.
Shashvatasya cha dharmasya.
Shashvatasya cha dharmasya. Shashvatasya cha dharmasya.
Sukhasya cha.
Sukhasya cha. Sukhasya cha.
Uttam.
Dhanyavad.
Anita Bhagini.
Brahmano hi pratisthaham.
ब्रह्मणो हि प्रतिष्ठाहम् ब्रह्मणो हि प्रतिष्ठाहम्
Amritasya vyayasya cha.
अमृतस्य व्ययस्य च अमृतस्य विवस्य च
Shashvatasya cha dharmasya.
शाश्वतस्य च धर्मस्य शाश्वता च धर्मस्य
Sukhasya cha.
सुखस्य कान्तिकस्य च सुखास्य कान्तिकस्य च
Uttam. Well said.
हरे कृष्ण
Dhanyavad.
Golak Mahodaya.
Brahmano hi pradisthaham. Amritasya vyayasya cha.
Brahmano hi pratisthaham amritasya vyayasya cha. Brahmano hi pratisthaham amritasya vyayasya cha.
Shashvatasya cha dharmasya. Sukhasya ikantikasya cha.
Shashvatasya cha dharmasya sukhasya cha. Shashvatasya cha dharmasya sukhasya cha.
Sukhasya ikantikasya cha.
Sukhasya cha.
Uttam.
Dhanyavad.
Ilavarasi Bhagini.
Brahmano hi pradisthaham. Amritasya vyayasya cha.
Brahmano hi pradisthaham amritasya vyayasya cha. Brahmano hi pradisthaham amritasya vyayasya cha.
Shashvatasya cha dharmasya. Sukhasya ikantikasya cha.
Shashvatasya cha dharmasya sukhasya ikantikasya cha. Shashvatasya cha dharmasya sukhasya ikantikasya cha.
Uttam.
Lakshmi H.S. Bhagini.
Brahmano hi pradisthaham. Amritasya vyayasya cha. Shashvatasya cha dharmasya. Sukhasya ikantikasya cha.
ब्रह्मणो हि प्रतिष्ठाहम् अमृतस्य व्ययस्य च शाश्वतस्य च धर्मस्य सुखस्यैकान्तिकस्य च.
Uttam.
Vinoda Bhagini.
ब्रह्मणो हि प्रतिष्ठाहम् अमृतस्य व्ययस्य च शाश्वतस्य च धर्मस्य सुखस्यैकान्तिकस्य च
सुखस्यैकान्तिकस्य च
सुखस्यैकान्तिकस्य च
इस्य सुखस्यैकान्तिकस्य च
सुखस्यै
हाँ
सुखस्यैकान्तिकस्य च
उत्तम
धन्यवादः
प्रेम श्रीराम भगिनी
सुखस्यै
ब्रह्मणो हि प्रतिष्ठाहम् अमृतस्याव्ययस्य च शाश्वतस्य च धर्मस्य सुखस्यैकान्तिकस्य च
उत्तम
लक्ष्मी किरण भगिनी
ब्रह्मणो हि प्रतिष्ठाहम् अमृतस्याव्ययस्य च शाश्वतस्य च धर्मस्य सुखस्यैकान्तिकस्य च
Uttam. So Bhagavan has shown the methods to overcome the gunas and get over the gunas and attain Brahman.
रघुनाथ महोदय
Om Tat Saditi.
Om Tat Saditi. Om Tat Saditi.
Shrimad Bhagavad Gitasu.
Shrimad Bhagavad Gitasu. Shrimad Bhagavad Gitasu.
Upanishatsu.
Upanishatsu. Upanishatsu.
Brahma Vidyaya Yoga Shastre.
Brahma Vidyaya Yoga Shastre. Brahma Vidyaya Yoga Shastre.
Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade.
Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade. Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade.
Gunatraya Vibhaga Yogo Nama.
Gunatraya Vibhaga Yogo Nama. Gunatraya Vibhaga Yogo Nama.
Chaturdashodhyayaha.
Chaturdashodhyayaha. Chaturdashodhyayaha.
Uttam.
हेमा भगिनी
Om Tat Saditi Shrimad Bhagavad Gitasu Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyaya Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Gunatraya Vibhaga Yogo Nama Chaturdashodhyayaha.
ॐ तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे गुणत्रयविभागयोगो नाम चतुर्दशोऽध्यायः।
Uttam. Well chanted. Samahayamaha. Conclude with the Shanti Mantra. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. धन्यवादः पुनर्मिलामः राम राम राम